The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Miss Kren's Valley. When we last left off, the group was in the Blue Water Inn, finally back together again, in Vallaki. Vallaki is the word, not Vallaki. Missing a few vowels there. So, you guys were just getting ready to head out with those two scout fellows. And it turned out that I'm not the only one that has problems pronouncing their names. But they're supposed to be pronounced Sholdar and Yevgeny. And these two wolf hunters will be escorting you guys to the west. Because you believe that you need to take care of a white tree in order to gain this Mad Mage's trust. So everyone's all packed up and ready to head out?
Yes.
All right. You guys head out of the inn. And I assume Hemlock's going to go get Sugar Plum, right?
Yeah.
When you head out into the stable, which is in the back of the building, you get there and Sugar Plum isn't there.
No, you can't do this to me.
And the stable boy is like, wait, you didn't take the horse? That was really weird. I mean, I got this in front of my door this morning when I woke up, and he hands you this note. And he said, and they also left me this. And he has this tiny little red gem, and the note says, "In Birdfolk, thanks for taking good care of our stolen horse."
Mad. No. So
would Hemlock like to do something?
Yeah, I hadn't chosen my my last spell yet, so I'm choosing it now. Locate creature.
Okay. I was about to say Fireball's not an option for Warlock, unfortunately.
No.
Actually, I think Fiend Pact ones do, but whatever, anyway.
Okay. Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. Send some direction of the creature's location, as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you. So,
1,000 feet, you say?
Yeah.
Don't sound too excited.
Well, I know. I know this is gonna go poop for me. So
do you cast?
Yes, I cast. I already hit cast, so I cast locate creature.
All right, you can detect Sugar Plum just barely in that 1,000-foot range outside the city, west southwest.
I feel bad for this freaking horse. So, and they're my friend. So I am going to, they have another horse around in the stables?
Currently, no.
No?
Nope. No horses in this valley. Oh, the stable was like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I thought that was you. At least the horse thief compensated for it. And he hands you the ruby. I'm sorry.
I don't want this ruby. I just wanted to help the horse. So I'm going to.
If you don't take it, he reluctantly, awkwardly takes it back.
I'll take the ruby. I'll take the ruby.
It's a tiny ruby worth 25 gold.
That horse is worth more than 25 gold.
If you don't want the ruby
But not many people in these lands have horses. Though the Vistani use a lot of them.
Okay, well, good for them. Are my friends around?
You're just around the other side of the tavern building, so I think I'd
Fine.
say everyone's there.
I will go towards where I know the horse is. Then.
All right. You head out the west gate, and now you're pretty sure Sugarplum's in the Vistani camp. Just out there. The one that you all are banished from.
God dang it!
Well, we weren't going to head there to begin with. We were heading out with our guides to the tree.
I mean, if we're gonna set fire into the gun for that horse, we will.
I'm stupid.
Walking into town is a pair of Vistani. They see you all, and one's wearing a wide-brimmed hat, and he just tips his hat and keeps going.
I'm already out of the gate, right? Or am I still in town?
I'd say you guys are, like, in the archway of the gate.
Okay. And they're there too?
These Vistani are walking into town. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Heading right for the tavern you guys left.
I change into Irina.
You know, if you do that, you'll end your concentration on locate.
Damn it!
Do you do that still?
Wait, I do because disguise self is not concentration.
Is it not?
It doesn't say it is.
My bad, I thought it was.
Yeah, okay. So it just says up to an hour. It doesn't say anything about concentration.
Okay.
So I change into Irina and I say, "Halt, gentlemen. Have you seen my horse?"
They turn around and they both look at each other and laugh at you. And they draw their swords and say, "Wow, you're pretty ballsy, horse thief." After stealing our horse, roll initiative. The scout guys, obviously, this is not their dealings, so they stay the heck out of this. They're not getting paid for this.
So it's a 6.
But the rest of you are willing to join. You all are there. So, okay. Yeah, 6.
Not 1.
So 1?
3.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, initiative, you gotta let me know, because some things are like -4 initiative.
Okay.
Vistani are not, though. Okay. Anybody else joining in?
Oh, it's optional?
Yeah, you don't have to.
You can roll initiative just in case, though.
All right. Well, since it seems like
22.
Oh,
Sorry.
22. All right. Saxton, you are first to act then. They draw their swords, and they look like they're getting ready to move towards Ismark Hemlock.
How far away is she from me?
Within 10 feet, I'd say.
I'm Irina, I'm not Ismark.
Oh, Irina, sorry. I thought you
How
said
far
it's
away are
Mark.
they?
I think I said Irina.
She said arena.
Well, she was on the horse that was stolen, so okay.
How far away are they?
Within a move, easily.
All right, I'll get beside
There's only
Arena.
two.
I was gonna get beside Arena and use dodge.
Okay.
Okay.
So they finally were
Double checking stuff. All right. After you, then, it's their turns. And one of them moves over towards Irina. And the other one, Actually, both of them stare at you. Hemlock, Irina.
Mhm.
Give me a wisdom saving throw. And then a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Okay, wisdom is a 21 and charisma is a 24
All right.
or 25.
One seems to give you like a stink eye, where he like he puts his finger up and like opens his eye a bit more, and he just stares at you angrily. And the other one that's walking up towards you says, "Why don't you come with us?" And you feel like some kind of magic was trying to influence you to head towards them, but you easily wave it off. And they get pretty much right up next to you with their swords still drawn, as it is, I believe, your turn. Yes.
Gentlemen, I think we have a misunderstanding.
Oh.
You see, I was recently in a predicament, and I found your horse. I did not realize that it was your horse, but I brought it back here, and I would have returned it to you had I known that it was your horse. Can we just put down our swords and put the magic away and just reconcile? Maybe I could persuade you to give a little bit more for returning your horse, and I would like to charm both of them.
Wisdom saves?
Yes.
7 and 14.
Neither one pass.
All right. Both of them look a lot less aggressive to you. They can't really do anything because they already did their turn.
Mm-hmm.
But it is Tim-Tam's turn.
I will just ready a firebolt if anyone doesn't attack action. If any of them doesn't attack action.
Gotcha. Saxton, you're right next to the one that walked right up to Hemlock, as it is your turn.
so this is
They look-
still look at.
Neither of them look aggressive now.
All right, I'm still going to be holding a dodge action with my sword in my hand,
Okay.
just in case.
They both, on their turns, look at you, Irina Hemlock, and they say, "Could have sworn we saw you with that horse thief that rode out here."
Oh,
But we must have been mistaken. That was the other night, and
yes.
I was only told of it. I was passed out. Well, I apologize. I don't have much on me right now, but I guess you can have what I have on me. He tosses you a coin pouch.
I catch it.
You feel like a few coins, maybe like less than 10.
That's fine. I wasn't asking for much. I just wanted to play it up.
Well, down at the bench, I guess you're going to be paying for drinks. Okay. Sheathe their swords, don't disengage, and start casually walking towards the end again. They do provoke attacks of opportunity if anyone would want them, though I don't think so.
I say, make sure to take care of Sugar Plum and to tell them that I hope that he's happy.
The one you were talking to turns around and goes, "Sugar Plum?"
The horse.
Oh, Grapevine. Gotcha.
I think you should call him Sugar Plum.
Okay. Whatever. Shrugs and 180s and goes towards the end.
Bye.
Early in the morning.
Castle. Goodbye. I wasted both of my spell slots. I say to Tim-Tam as you walk away. And
both those raptors are like, I had a feeling this would happen. Bad word has been gone around with your group. Apparently you killed the Baron? But we are not getting
causes.
We are not getting paid to pry.
I mean,
let's go.
You're technically correct, and that's the best kind of correct. So
let's go. While the sun is, while it's bright out.
I take down my note that says Sugar Plum Horse and I put it on the side because Scotty doesn't let me have any animal companions. It's fine. Okay. I still gotta do a familiar ceremony at some point. Anyway, let's just go.
I mean,
it was a stolen horse.
We can restore Sugar Plum if you.
I was just giving him shit. It's fine. I'm sorry, Scotty.
I mean, Tim-Tam will tell Hemlock that we can restore Sugar Plum if you feel like they may eat it before it. I mean, because I'm not sure if the Bastani will keep an old horse when he gets old.
I just know that Sugar Plum wasn't very happy where he was, so I just hope that he doesn't get in that kind of predicament again, because man, that was bad for both of us. But he was probably happy before we left, and that's how I'd like to remember him. So
it is at this point where it starts to drizzle a little bit.
Oh geez.
Let's go. You guys follow?
Yeah.
Guys and gals, I should say.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you head out, and you notice that they stick to the path for the most part. Heading on the Old Slavic Road west. And as you travel for not too long when it starts to turn into more of a light rain. And it's kind of a chilly rain. And the road comes to an X intersection, which branches northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upwards at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms, points in 4 directions, lies in the weeds nearby. Do any of you want to do anything or proceed forward?
What do you all think about this place? Do you think we should proceed forward? Should we go that way? Should we go this way? Should we go that way? Nyhm, you're the perceptive one.
We're heading west.
Okay. Well, I don't think we've met. I'm Hemlock. I didn't realize that we were under a contract. So I will just follow along.
My name is Sholdar. And that's my friend Yevgeny. And he just nods and goes
Hello, Shoulder and New Guinea. So nice to meet you.
Sholdar. Never mind. Let's just go. We're heading on the path to the west.
I'm sorry. I'm very.
And as they start heading that direction, Hemlock, as you guys are starting to travel, you hear a and you turn to your right and you notice immediately hopping out of the tall grass and on top of the sign is this little frog. Actually more of a toad. It's got a blackish color to it with a reddish belly. Its eyes are kind of glowing yellow, but it just looks at you.
I will turn to Saxon and say 5 gold. The Mapach starts to do frog noises.
I figured the froggy was going to go a courting.
Well, hello, friend.
It stares at you, and you can just see the lights in its eyes, and they seem to get brighter and brighter as the world around you seems to get darker and darker, and you seem to focus into the eyes. As
How
I
big is this
need
frog?
frog size. It's like softball, maybe. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Can I pick up the frog and yeet it?
No.
Real hard.
This bitch empty.
Splotch.
You know those frogs that you can kick in Monster Hunter World? It's about that size. Maybe a little smaller than that, though. Those are kind of big.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Everything is big in Monster Hunter.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Your vision comes into focus just in time to see Saxton pick up the frog and yeet it into the woods. Saxton, just give me a roll to hit.
Okay.
This is less of hitting accurately and more of how hard you're throwing it.
18.
Okay. You hear a ee, a high pitch ee, and it goes ee, and just suddenly stops,
no.
and there's a dull thud, and you hear ah ah ah.
No. Well, what'd you do that for?
All right, let's continue on.
Oh crud! Nobody look into their eyes, and you look up ahead, and you see 3 more of them. Hopping into view for Saxton and Tim-Tam and Hemlock behind you are a few more of them.
I'm gonna go for a field goal.
They all look at you. I need 3 Constitution saves, Saxton.
3 for Saxon?
Yes.
17.
Saxon just yeeted their friend.
All right.
15. And 17.
You're not even slowed down as we roll initiative. And I'm going to say whatever their turn is, that was their turn. Because I should have rolled initiative already.
19 for initiative.
$19. Okay. 12 for Tim-Tam. What did Hemlock get?
4.
And Nyhm.
16.
All right. Saxton, you go over and pick up one.
Are they small enough to be punted?
They're tiny size.
So, will I
So
be able to
roll to
punt
hit.
one?
Roll to hit since
okay.
it's an unarmed strike.
25.
Easily hit it.
Seven.
All right. You punt it, and it goes flying and splats into a tree branch nearby.
Alright, I'll stabby stab with the sword to the other one.
Okay.
To 27.
All right.
9 damage.
Okay. You stab it, it is definitely dead.
And
No.
another stabby stab.
Okay.
Yeah, he's blue.
Dirty 20.
All right.
8.
And dead. Oh yeah, I should roll for our scout friends. Okay. So their dex is about what I expected. What is Tim-Tam's dex?
14.
Okay. Up next is Nyhm. Nyhm, at this point you've noticed that you guys are surrounded by a bunch of these frogs. They're hopping out of the tall grass. You're not sure how many are around, but you currently see about 6 or 8 of them.
Oh, yikes. I thought it was fewer than that. Okay. How close is the closest branch in the trees?
It is a move away. Full move action. Because you guys are on the road, you're not near the trees.
That's fine. If I can get up there with my move, then that works perfectly fine for me. I will make my move to the trees and...
Alright, you may provoke attacks from some of these frogs, if that's fine.
Then I'll just use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay. You leap over top of them, and a few of them you see, like, jumping through the tall grass trying to get you, but they don't.
Nice. And I'll just pick the closest one and hit him with a catapult. With one of the balls.
You notice the closest one to you is in the tree branch, and another tree branch in the same tree you're in.
I guess that's the perfect target then.
Mm-hmm. Dex save. 8.
That fails horribly. 3d8. $17 damage.
Alright, it just explodes into gore. And that's Nym's turn.
That's Nym's turn.
After you, it is their turns. So I think at this point, most of them are going to disengage and hop away.
How close are they?
They disengage.
How close are they?
Not within melee. You already killed all of those ones.
Okay.
But one or two of them do stare up at Nyhm. I'm going to say one does. Give me a con save, Nyhm.
All right.
And it seems to be covering the others for a retreat.
21.
All right. And after them, it is Tim-Tam's turn. You notice them all retreating back towards the woods.
I want to get ambushed afterwards. Do I have some within 15 feet of me?
Yes.
How many?
I would
In
say
a-
4.
In a square, let's say. Okay.
Oh, within a square of you? Like centered on you?
I mean, 15 feet in a square.
Currently,
So basically,
currently none because they're going away.
okay. And how many can I get in a 10-foot area? Circular area?
I would say you could get 2 or 3. I'm gonna roll real quick. See you. 3.
Okay, I'm gonna. I mean, that point where I can get 3, I will cast a shatter.
All right, that's con saves.
That's con. Yeah.
12, a nat 1, and a 17.
So the 17 passes and gets half of 17 damage.
All right, does that matter? All of them are like toads in a microwave.
Oh.
The one that made the save doesn't explode, but is dead. It just kind of like
That is
it was
so
like in
gross.
mid hop, and the shatter like kind of just.
Oh. Baby.
It lands on the
Oh, that's
ground.
the
The
one.
only one that the body was still intact from everyone that you guys have killed so far. When its mouth it like just goes wide open from its dead corpse, and you can see inside that it almost has like a suction cup like mouth when it's open all the way, and it's got a bunch of little teeth in it.
Ah.
Oh. He reaches out to Hemlock now. No. Hello, my baby. Hello, my.
Wait, what did they have? Was
A
it the
knife.
special?
I will say the two
Oh.
scouts that are with you, the wolf hunters, ready their crossbows pointed in the direction of the frogs, but they do not fire unless any more come within visibility that are moving towards you guys. And then after them, it is last but not least Hemlock's turn.
Yeah, are there any frogs still around?
Yeah, the one that was staring at Nyhm. It was a little bigger than the other ones.
Okay, then Eldritch Blast. What?
Do not
Hang
one.
on. No, I'm thinking about something. I'm chill. I didn't roll yet. I was thinking. Okay, I got a 2.
Total?
No, hang on. 10.
Alright, you shoot, and the frog notices you shoot, and it like does like a backflip and hops over top of it really quick.
Oh. Okay, but I can.
It's now facing you, and
Yeah,
it croaks angrily.
I could do 2 beams. So
Mhm.
does that mean I can roll again?
Yep.
Sorry, frog.
Yeah, it does the angry like ee,
So a 21 that time.
and as it's like ee.
He flips up in the air, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, that's what we'll go with. The first shot he jumped over, but the second shot you hit him in midair. So roll damage.
Oh, still gotta do that.
Mystical.
Pretty much.
It's a 10. That's 10.
Max?
No, it's not max. A max would have been a 14. So I
Oh.
got a 10.
Oh, you got the evocation that adds your charisma to it?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. And frog guts splash all over the tree trunk that Nym's currently on the branch of. And we'll end initiative there, as the two scouts are like, the one guy's like, damn leech toads. Let's get moving before they rally.
Look, you guys ever try to talk to them? Maybe they are just really misunderstood or something. Like, you seem like hunters. Like, you ever try to reason with the beasts that you're hunting? I'd assume not. Never mind.
Is this
They're-
area that
they're-
came from flammable?
It's
yeah.
trees, but it's also raining lightly.
Mhm.
Leech toads prey on warm-blooded creatures. They don't care if it's folk or animal.
There's a lot of things around here that prey on warm-blooded creatures, aren't there? Anyway,
Seems to be right to be for this cursed realm. Let's get this over with so we can go back to the tavern. As the two scouts move forward, lowering their crossbows. You guys will be traveling for quite a bit. No, you can't actually technically take a rest while traveling. That sucks. If you were on now, I'm gonna shut up. Never mind.
we're on what?
Nothing. Nothing. Don't worry about it. You continue following the path southwest, and it eventually forks off to the south. And instead of taking the fork, they continue taking the path. And the rain died down for just a little bit, and then started to pick up a little bit more. And it's almost like a misty rain now. And
Sort of like your background.
yeah. And you come across a dead body on the side of the road. Looking over at it, you can see that it is a wolf corpse. It appears to be covered in puncture holes. The two scouts don't seem to pay any mind to it.
Like a regular wolf or like an anthropomorphic wolf?
Like a regular wolf.
Oh, okay.
Looks like someone tried to give him speed holes.
You can roll a quick medicine if you guys want. You don't even have to. You don't have to like get close to it or anything.
Ooh. Sorry.
I diagnose he's dead.
Yes, it's the frog.
I got the only natural 20 that I've gotten this entire time, and so it's a 23.
Looks like cause of death was by crossbow bolts and spear proddings, and it died maybe a few hours ago. Meaning when it was dark.
Yeah, just... Does he look familiar to me?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you know any wolves.
Well, I met that guy in the tunnels, remember? That's why I was asking. He's a wolf, right?
In the prison?
Yeah.
He's a mule. He's a Vulpin.
Okay.
One of the fox folk.
Okay, he's a fox. Okay. For some reason, my brain thought he was a wolf person. Okay.
K9-esque folk.
Yeah.
Because there are Jerbeen that are rabbit folk too. Not just
Mhm.
kangaroo eyes. Anyway. You guys continue traveling down the old Slavic road. Not too far after that, you run into another fork in the road. And this one, I think, has a sign on it. Yes. You see a weather-worn signpost next to the road. 3 arms on the signpost point 3 branches of the road. The arm pointing north reads Krezik. Through the woods, you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river. The arm pointing east reads Valiki. And the road slopes up gradually in that direction. So you guys have been going downhill this whole time. The arm pointing southwest reads the Wizards of Wines. And the road slopes gently downward in that direction as the 2 scouts start heading that way.
Oh, we're heading that way anyway. Did I tell them about the conversation that I had with I can't remember. Did I tell you guys about let's just say I told you about the conversation I had with the bartender, and he wanted me to go to the Wizards of Wine to help out because they helped us out. But whether we do that on the way back or not is not Hemlock's decision. So. But let's go.
All right. And as you go through this path, heading towards the Wizards of Wines, it seems to become a bit more muddied and more less traveled. You can barely make out what appears to be wagon spoke tracks going through here, but it looks like they haven't been gone through in quite a while. And you eventually go down, or descending gradually down this path, and eventually the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. And the trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into the dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection reads Vineyard. We heard that the tree was south of the winery.
Then we should continue heading south.
That's as far as we'll lead you. There have been tales of old wildlings that live down there. Tribes that worship dark, ancient gods. We believe that white tree might be one of those dark gods. We haven't hunted this far.
Well, if this is where we are to part pass, safe travels back.
And safe travels to you. Keep your eyes and ears open. And those 2 head back on the path and start heading uphill.
Bye.
Oh, okay.
I feel like maybe we should have persuaded them to stay with us, but I just got out of a very traumatic situation, so I'm just going to go with the flow. All right, let's go.
Do you guys head through the meadow towards where the sign said Vineyard, or do you head south like the 2 scouts told you? That's where the white tree apparently is at. You can see that the path does split both ways.
I mean, we did come out here looking for the white tree.
And the vineyard's supposed to be to the south anyways.
The vineyard is to the west now, because you're at another fork. That's where the signpost said Vineyard to the west. But there's no signpost saying what's to the south.
Can we come back? Can we go to the vineyard, please? I did kind of promise. I know I shouldn't, but I kind of promised the guy that we would go. and get some shipments. I know it's crazy, but we can do this first.
Yeah, we can always stop and fill up our wine sacks on the way back.
Okay.
How heavy is the terrain sloping continuing south?
It seems to be leveling out now. You were heading downhill, but now it seems fairly level, though the road is quite muddy and it's turning more and more off trail hiking.
All right. Tall features, trees around here?
Currently in the meadow that you guys are just entered in, no, but to your left is a tree bank, and then if you seem to head a few hundred feet south, you can see that's where the edge of the meadow is to the south, and it leads into more trees.
Uh,
You can give me a
Damn, if
perception
we-
check now that I think about it.
okay.
Just missed.
15.
Down south, you can just barely make out what looks like there's like a tree above the other trees, and you think that's quite a ways away. It's like on the horizon.
All right. I'll point this out to Nyhm and ask if she can climb up to the top of it and see if she can scout anything out when we get closer.
Certainly.
All right. You guys head south and take this very rough trail south, bordering the meadow and the woods until you eventually reach the southern part of the meadow. And as you reach the southern part of the meadow, where the trees line up, through the mists that you can see between the tree lines comes a skeletal warhorse and a rider, both clad in ruined chainmail. The skeletal rider holds up a rusted lantern that sheds no light as they trot towards you guys.
Well,
The
that's
rider looks like
scary.
a skeletal parrot folk.
I am going to dodge into the shadows and try to hide.
What does everyone else do? You hear like ee, ee, ee of the lantern as it's just one hand is on very rotted reins on the saddle, and the other one's holding this lantern that is clearly broken and doesn't have any oil or anything to light it.
Besides mist, is it like any is it getting dark or anything?
It's fairly dark just because it's kind of rainy out. But besides that, not really.
I'll stand in front of the other two and take dodge.
Hemlock, Tim-Tam.
I stand behind Saxton, I guess.
I will cast enlarge on Saxon.
Brr, brr, brr.
I mean, if he accepts it.
I'll eat the magic mushroom.
Yeah.
Saxton's height is now doubled, I believe.
Yeah. And your punches deal 1d4 extra. And you have advantage on strength saving throws and
So
checks.
I have it.
And Saxton, as you're standing there defensively, this skeletal horse and rider trot up towards you guys and go right around you, keeping their distance, and keep going. Seem to treat you only as an obstacle in the way. Not going at a fast pace, just a trot.
Do it.
Bones
Can I
rattle
do-
as they go by.
Can I do like an Arcana check or something to figure out if I know what this means? Or would I have no idea?
You guys would not have any idea.
Okay.
The armor is beyond recognition.
That was cool. That was freaking weird and also cool and, kind of probably an omen, but, let's just go. Nyhm, it's okay.
What?
Didn't pop out.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Everyone's like, Nyhm?
Nyhm, are you here?
Nyhm?
Hey, the shadows give me advantage, okay? I'm not hiding out of cowardice. I'm hiding for advantage.
Oh, don't worry, the shadow knows.
Oh shit, he does.
Yeah.
The trail through the thick woods leads to a hill covered with dead grass and cairns of black rock. Dark, ominous clouds gather high above, and a single bolt of lightning strikes the hilltop. West to the hill, the land, the woods, and the sky vanish behind a towering wall of fog. And you realize that that tree you saw in the distance was not a tree, but it appears to be some kind of wooden statue of some kind.
Oh god, it's not an ant, is it?
It's hard to tell. You're still a few hundred feet away. This is a very big hill.
Approach.
I would say the top of the hill is about 200 feet, but it's like a climb up to there. As you all start heading up, lightning continues to strike, and you notice that it's all the lightning strikes are hitting towards the top of the hill. Dirt trails run along the two concentric rings of cairns that encircle the hillside, or cairn? Cairn. I'm saying cairn. Cairn? Cairn? They're burial sites, essentially.
Karen.
Karen. Each cairn is a 10-foot-high mound of slimy black rocks.
They all want to see the manager.
Do you guys check them out at all as you're heading up the hill? Because you passed quite a few of them.
I'm not going to be desecrating any burial sites in these woods now.
Okay. Atop the hill is a wide ring of black boulders and small rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall enclosing the field of dead grass. Lightning strikes the edge of the ring from time to time, illuminating a ghastly 50-foot-tall statue made of tiny woven twigs packed with black earth. The statue resembles a towering cloaked Batra.
Does it look familiar?
Looks like it could be Strahd, maybe.
Does it look stable enough for someone to mount?
Mount? Like ride?
Climb atop?
Yeah, it looks like you could climb up it. It's just twigs and dirt, so you could kind of like just punch your way up it.
You mean Nyhm, don't you?
Yes.
May as well scout the area. I will attempt to jump up to the top of it.
Alright, as you jump past the rocks, lightning strikes nearby. You feel your fur seem to static outwards, and then suddenly there's just a flash of white light, and the whole place rumbles as the lightning bolt hits maybe 10 feet away from you as you hop over the rocks.
Lovely. But that's the only thing that happens?
Yeah.
Okay. Thankfully. I want to make it quick, but I still want to get to the top and try to scout the area.
Alright, as you get to the top, you can definitely tell this is an eerie resemblance to Strahd von Zarovich, this statue. You can see that roots are springing from the ground around its base. And to the south end of the hilltop, you can see what appears to be a sickly grove of dead trees, and shrubs with a huge misshapen white tree at its core.
Wonderful. I will point that out to the group and say, "There's our destination." And
At
immediately,
this point, you are about 200 feet away from the rest of the group. This central circle at the top of this hill has a 200-foot radius. Just to give you an idea how big this hill is.
oh, okay.
Nyhm, if you jump, I'll catch you.
And you've also noticed, since you're here, and all the rest of you would notice this as well, every lightning strike hits one of the stones, or around this border of these stones.
Wonderful. So instead of jumping back the way I came, I'll just head in the direction towards the tree and just motion for everybody else to follow. I do want to be a little bit careful around the border of that. So if I need to add a dodge action or anything.
Give me a perception check, since you said you were actively looking around.
Perception, all right. 18.
You notice, hidden throughout this field, inside the boulders that are around here, appear to be people that have buried themselves underneath it. And they're looking at you. All of them. All 12 of them. Their eyes reflect out when the lightning strikes.
Any...
But none of them move.
Huh.
Almost like they're waiting for something.
Hope it's not me. So their eyes are towards the center of the pile?
They're looking towards you. At least that's what it looks like from your angle. You know those, like animals with the nocturnal eyes where they had like the yellow disc glow thing going? That kind of stuff.
Lovely. This is probably not how it works, but insight at all to try and figure out what they're waiting for?
All right.
Or what? Great. Oh, okay. It's not too bad. 17.
You're not
Insight's a -1.
quite sure what they're waiting for. Maybe they're waiting for more of their own kind to show up. Maybe they're waiting for something to happen. There's just no amount of evidence and information that has been given to you to indicate why they haven't done anything yet. They haven't attacked you guys yet. That seems kind of peculiar.
Very much so. Yeah. If there's nothing showing hostilities, then I'll just keep to my plan. Get down to the opposite side of the area.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing? Because at this point, Nym's been in the center of the circle for a few minutes.
Would we
and
notice?
had started heading towards the white tree.
And she pointed out where to head, so be heading in that direction.
Yes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. As you head that direction... Oh, thank you for the follow. You can see that this huge misshapen tree, that blood seems to ooze like sap from its twisted trunk. Sulking around the tree are 6 gangly, bipedal-like creatures that are covered in needles. Embedded into the tree is a shiny battle axe, beneath which lies a skeleton of some kind of warrior.
So,
Will.
so we made the 200 feet trek already?
Well, nothing else really happened, so I was just describing what you see as you're walking towards it.
Oh,
And they loop
both.
around and don't go into the inner circle like you did and meet up with you at the entrance of the grove.
And these bipedal creatures are around the tree.
Yes, they're all within this grove, and at the center of the grove is this white tree.
I'll summon my turret.
They seem to be waving around like it's the wind or something.
Oh, so they're heartless. Okay.
Approach with caution.
As you step forward, none of them seem to care or notice you.
Okay, then I would like to.
The soil around you, guys, is black. Must be very fertile.
I see the battle axe, right?
Yes, it's wedged into the tree.
I'm. Yep.
The
Go.
skeleton that still has his talon, it appears to be a bird folk skeleton, still has a hand on the battle axe, wearing tethered leather armor that is definitely well past being able to be used in any sort of way. The handle is carved with leaves and vines, and appears to be made with a bluish silver-like metal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move up with Hemlock.
Okay.
I'll go there if it shines.
I would like to ask how much of a clearing this is from the tree line to the tree.
Let's see. Well, the tree line is at the base of the hill, which is a few hundred feet down. If you're talking about the grove that you're at, I believe that the grove itself, the nearest tree is maybe 30 feet from the big tree.
30?
But the grove itself has about a 150-foot radius. This is a very, very, very large-scale area. The map that they give you in the adventure, 1 square equals 50 feet. So it's, yeah, it's a lot.
So 30 feet from the nearest tree, you said?
Yes.
In that case,
All of them are dead.
would they be able to support my weight?
The nearest one looks like it could, yes.
Okay. I will pull my normal stunt. I will climb up in the tree and get some eyes on what everybody's doing.
All right.
They're dead, Dave. They're all dead, Dave.
The wood creaks as you leaned on top of it, and you think if it was anyone else but you, it'd probably break.
Advantage being a Jerbeen.
So what are the rest of you doing? These needle-like creatures are just kind of like moving with the wind and stuff.
I'm gonna go for the axe. I'm gonna try to get it.
Then I'm covering Hemlock.
Okay. You... You pull the battle axe out of the tree with surprising ease. Almost like the tree wanted you to pull it out. It's very... And it's also surprisingly light, Hemlock. It's lighter than you expected it to be.
Oh, I'm like, hey. And then I shrug and I walk back to Saxton.
You notice the spot where it was in the tree is where this blood sap stuff is oozing out of it.
Any of you magic folk want to take a look at this bleeding tree?
And
Yes.
the bleeding seems to slow down a lot.
I
I would like to take a look at the axe, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I will hand the axe to Tim-Tam, and then I will go back up to the tree and examine it and see if I can tell what
All right,
it is.
give me either a history or arcana check.
See.
And Tim-Tam, it's arcana, or if you want to use your eye, you can use
I
your
will upright eye, yeah.
eye. Okay.
A 15. I mean 18. Sorry. 18.
This, you've heard of these kind of trees. These are very bad trees. These are the trees that should never grow in the Humblewood. They have been called by many things. The white tree, blight trees, Golthia trees, but it's all the same thing. These kind of trees create blights, which are evil plants that kill creatures and then absorb their blood for nutrients. Legends tell of a vampire who worked terrible magic to raise up one of these trees, which was the original one. They seem to plague the world. There's very few of them, though, luckily.
I tell this to Tim-Tam and Saxton, and I say, I think we gotta find a tree.
I mean, well, you need to pull out an axe.
Tim-Tam. The axe has no name. But with this battle axe, if you attack an ordinary plant or a plant creature, the target takes an extra d8 slashing damage. And if you are not of the morally kind alignment and you try to use this axe, you're you know that the handle will sprout thorns that will hurt the wielder every time they attack.
Okay, so this is Treebane axe.
It is then that you've all noticed that these needle creatures have stopped moving, and all the trees have stopped moving, and the wind has stopped, and there is silence.
Okay, who wanna get the axe?
Get the matches.
Can I take the axe? I'm sorry.
There's
The
no
battle axe is
attunement.
the martial?
There's no attunement for the
Okay.
battle axe, but it is a battle axe from the PH.
Okay. All right.
It's one-handed, right?
It's versatile. It can be two-handed.
We can,
I believe it's
Like some kind of
one-handed
wield.
D8, two-handed D10.
yeah. Oh, but it's not.
It's considered magical
In
as
there.
well.
Oh, nice.
It is not finesse. Definitely, battle axes are definitely not finesse.
Yeah, no, I was like, give it to the monk so he can wield like an axe and a sword. Then I remembered it goes with strength.
I know why somebody out of character wants it.
You know me too well. I'm so mad.
I mean, I will give it back to Hemlock since she got it, and I just wanted to look. Oh, by the way, what's the price value? Because I also can know that in the market.
It's worth a pretty penny, to say the least. Since you're going with price, I'm just going to go with what the DMG has, and it's just like rarities. You know, like there's common, uncommon, rare, very rare. This is rare. This would be considered rare. So it's worth a few thousand gold for the right buyer. Though you doubt you would find a buyer here in these lands.
Okay, so here you have back your pretty expensive tree bane axe.
Hello, tree bait.
All right, Pauletta Bunyan, let's chop this thing down.
Tim-Tam, I believe, has the highest passive. Or it might be Hemlock. Let me double check.
I have 12. Oh, yeah.
Would it matter that Nym's got their eyes open the entire time, looking around?
You can roll perception if you want.
That's kind of what I was asking, yeah. 16.
You notice that as Tim-Tam moves with the battle axe and hands it to Hemlock, that all the trees and plants nearby, they seem to have been like bending away from Tim-Tam, and they seem to keep that same bend away from the axe as it goes over to Hemlock. It's very subtle movements.
I figured I would have felt that being in the tree.
You're in a tree that's not as close.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
But you do
Let's
hear
say-
it. But you do hear the tree you're in creak a little bit and move.
Hemlock, you want to give it the old chop, and I'll cover you?
Could try, but these
Um,
guys around, I mean,
They've all stopped doing what they were doing, and they are all facing Hemlock.
yeah,
How do you-
so
feel about fire.
Tim, if they make a move, make them kindling.
I can do that. If they approach, I will scorching ray.
What is Hemlock doing?
okay. I take Treebane and I walk up to the tree.
As you
and
take
my
one
connection's
step
unstable.
towards the white tree, everybody roll initiative.
21.
14. I think I'm getting slightly better every time.
18.
Wait. 21 for Saxton, 14 for Tim-Tam. What was it for Hemlock?
18.
18. Oh, that's pretty good. And Nyhm.
Dirty 20.
All right. As you take a single step towards the tree, Hemlock, everything in this grove moves. And that's when you realize that the little bushes that were in here, and all the vines and the trees, and all of these needle creatures are all blights. You all are completely surrounded by a lot of blights, as it is Saxton's turn, since he's first.
Are they approaching?
They're actually, yes, I would say they are. Yeah. Two of them are as tall as you, and they seem to appear from the vines that you are right next to you, Saxton.
Okay.
And a tiny little bush near you also moves.
I will stay with the group in a defensive posture.
All right. So you take the dodge action?
Yes.
Okay. After you, it is Nym's turn.
So all of the needle things look immediately hostile.
Yes.
What's the
Pretty much all the
closest-
plants in here.
Okay. Do I need to be worried about the tree that I'm currently in?
Probably.
Great. that's my cue to get out of the tree. I will use my full movement to get down and get as far away from it as I can, going towards the group.
All right, as you hop down, a vine lashes towards you. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay. You just dodge it.
Lovely. And
As you notice, the vines on the tree you're on get off of the tree, and it's one of these bipedal creatures. These blights.
Oh, lovely. Are there any in between me and the group?
Yes, a lot. Okay, I'll just break down the meta for you. There are 3 vine blights, 6 needle blights, and 12 twig blights in this grove. You guys.
Okay.
Not
As
including
long
the
as-
not including the white tree itself.
Okay. How close am I to the rest of the group?
With your move, I would say you could be as close to any one of the group members that you wanted to be.
Okay. Then I will get back to back with Saxton, and I will. Yeah. I'm going to pull my weep moment. I'm going to cast the fireball jutsu, the flaming sphere, on the space 5 feet in front of me,
Okay.
and then use my remaining bonus action, since I haven't used disengage, to immediately roll it over the very first needle blight that's closest to us.
Okay. It needs a dex save, right?
Double checking. Yes.
12.
Does not pass.
Okay.
2d6 fire. That wouldn't include my snake attack damage, would it?
No.
So that's a total of 9 fire damage. And I'm not sure if it matters, but anything that's not worn or carried that is flammable ignites.
All right. They aren't wearing or carrying anything, but it does ignite and fall over. Completely engulfed into flames. And as the ball moves, the sphere moves too quick for it to react.
And that's my turn.
All right. Hemlock.
Yes.
There are currently, I'll say, 2 needle blights and a lot of twig blights on your way to the tree.
And okay.
Twig blights are your size, your guys' sizes, but the other ones are as big as Saxton, height wise.
Okay, I guess I will try to hit with the battle axe. We'll see how that goes. 18.
18 hits. You get to add that extra D8.
Oh shit. Okay.
This is a plant.
Well, 7 damage.
All right. You slice through it and you actually chop off one of its arms. It chopped through it like hot knife through butter. You felt no resistance when you swung the axe.
Okay, and I don't know.
It is still up,
Mm-hmm.
but it did a lot.
Okay. I don't have any bonus actions at the moment, so that's all I can do,
All right.
which sucks.
After you, it's Tim-Tam's turn.
So I currently have my turret active, which is a flamethrower right now.
Okay.
And does it have more than one plant things
Yeah. I would say 2 needles and a vine.
in a 15 cone?
Yes.
Okay, then I will fire.
That's the dex saves.
I think it's still on a. I don't. Let me double check that one because I never used it.
Because if it's a cone, then it wouldn't be a roll to hit, because that's an area effect.
Yeah. It's... Oh yeah, it's my spell DC. Yeah.
All right. The big guy has a 13. The vine one.
Pretty sure. Oh yeah, no, my spell DC is 16.
A 4. And a 14, so all of them fail.
So that's 8 fire damage for everyone.
All right.
And I will use my action. Are they still up?
Yes.
I will shoot a scorching ray to one of each.
Okay.
So first one is a 13 to hit.
13 hits.
12 fire damage.
All right. I was choosing the big guy first, the vine one. You hit it with that, like it survives the flame from your turret, but then you hit it with concentrated flame from your scorching ray, and it just crumbles. And you hear like hissing of the moisture and underneath the bark start to evaporate as it's dead.
Second one is 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 9 fire damage.
Okay. Same descriptors.
Okay, yeah. Third one is 27 to hit.
Yep.
And 7 damage.
All right. All 3 that you and your turret attacked are burning and not moving anymore.
Okay.
And that's your turn?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
All right. The surviving needle blights all shoot at Hemlock as they point their arms towards her and a bunch of needles shoot at her.
Cool.
Yeah. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 13.
Yep. Just hits.
Oh boy. And the last one misses, thankfully.
I need to get better.
Do you remember you have a +1 AC, right?
Oh shit. Okay, the 13 doesn't hit them.
Oh, okay. That saves me a bit. You only take 10 piercing damage from one of the shots, as you are covered in needles.
Tim-Tam stuff.
10? Okay.
Yes, 10 piercing.
If I was on defensive near Hemlock, I wouldn't be able to do anything about that, would I?
No, unless you have an ability that lets you. I know fighters that have the defense fighting style can.
I mean, would I be able to use my monk ability to catch one of the projectiles?
It was not targeted towards you, so no.
No.
That could be super cool.
Let's see, who's the closest to the big tree? You know what? I'm going to have 6 of the tiny little bush twig blights swarm Hemlock, and the other 6 are going to go towards Saxton. And I'm going to use an online dice roller because this is too much to roll. Alright, so Hemlock's AC is currently 14.
Yes.
Okay.
Not sure if it matters, Scotty, but there's an app that I have that does the dice rolls automatically, and it shows you each sided die, what they rolled, and then gives you a total. So you could see all the separate rolls if you care for it.
Oh, I use the Google online dice roller does that as well.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Shutting up.
So how many attack Hemlock?
6 of them attack Hemlock, and 6 of them attack you. They split up halvesies.
Okay. Well, I do have Sentinel.
Okay. They don't move through a threatened square to get to her. Because they were all near the, they were all coming from different angles and such. Because you guys are surrounded in this big grove. So, Hemlock, you get hit by 4 of them. And you take a total of 12 slashing damage. Or piercing damage. Not that it matters too much.
Okay.
And one of them got
Attack one of them.
a nat 1.
It was mine.
Hey.
I will stab at one of them.
You'll be able to in your turn. It's still their turn.
Chance of opportunity because they're attacking a teammate.
They're not within melee range.
Oh, they're needles.
Well, they're within melee range of Hemlock, but you're not right next to Hemlock. Currently,
That's
you and
how it
Nyhm are
was.
back to back. And Hemlock was moving towards the tree. Thank you for subscribing to your own demise there, Callie.
You're welcome. I figured it was the right time.
So, on our crit fail chart on Xanathar's Last Notes to everything else available in the DM's Guild, I got a 20. So, unfortunately, this little Blight does not have a weapon or a spellcasting focus, so nothing else happens. That one. And then the other 6 are attacking Saxton. What's Saxton's armor class?
16.
Okay. 3 of them will hit you. So you take 9 piercing damage from them.
Now are they attacking me melee or throwing stuff at me?
They're attacking melee. They all mobbed you.
Okay.
And then the 2
But
surviving.
wait.
Yep.
I had the dodge action, so did they roll at
Oh,
disadvantage?
they got a roll disadvantage. That's correct. Only one of them hits. So you only take 3 damage. Oh, wait, they're at disadvantage, so that means that nat 1 counts. 64 on the table. Let's see what happens. Somehow, as one of these little things is attacking you, it trips and moves back 15 feet and falls prone. They're like tiny little hedges with no leaves or anything.
If it's moving, oh wait, no.
It's
I
not
thought it was
willingly.
opportunity. Yeah,
It's falling away.
I remembered.
Then, last but not least, because I have a lot of things on the board, the 2 vine ones that are alive attack. And one of them will attack Nyhm, and the other one will attack Tim-Tam. And that one, Saxton, is within melee range. If you want to use your reaction.
Stab.
Okay.
.22 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That'd be 9 from the sword.
All right. So that one is swinging a vine. And let's see what it gets. Does a 16 hit Nyhm?
No.
All right. And then the second one, that's near Tim-Tam. And looks like it's going to attack you with the vines, but instead the vines go into the ground. Puts both of its arm limbs into the ground near you. And grasping roots and vines sprout up in a 15-foot radius around it as it gets near you. And I need a strength saving throw for both you and your turret. I think your turret, you said it's automatic 10?
No, it's 10 plus flat roll. I mean, it's a flat roll, but basically, it means it has a +0.
Okay, so it fails this.
Okay, well, if it rolls like not 20 or something. So, for example, my turret just got an 18 because it's a flat roll.
Oh, I thought you meant it was just you count it as like 10 plus your modifiers
Yeah,
or something.
that's what I understood the first time I read it, but the second time I understood that it counts as it has 10 to all the stats or something like that.
Okay, that makes things easier and more sense.
Yeah.
Makes more sense because if you fail with a fixed check, then you
Yeah,
can never
it's
succeed.
weird. No. So every time I have to roll something for the turret, it's like a flat roll.
Okay. After, and what did you get on yours? Since you're-
17, which was also a flat roll.
Okay. Both of you aren't grabbed by these roots and stuff that are coming out of the ground.
We are or we are not?
You are not. Neither of you are.
Okay.
And we loop back around and it's Saxton's turn. So
Now-
to sum up what's left here, because there's a lot of things here. But none of the little bushes have been attacked yet. You have 6 of them on you. You have one of these vine guys within melee range that you smacked once. So 12 twig blights, 2 vine blights, and 3 needle blights are left. The needle blights haven't moved. They just shot at Hemlock. And they're not within melee range of you. Currently, what's in melee range are 6 twig blights and 1 vine blight.
Now, the Vine Blight was the one that I used my reaction on.
Yes.
Now, since I hit it with a that, does that mean its speed is 0?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll start by attacking the ones that are on me. The little small ones.
Okay.
Ooh, 27 to hit.
27 definitely hits.
11 damage with the sword.
All right. It splinters into a bunch of little twigs.
17 with the sword.
That hits.
10 damage.
All right. That one also pretty much explodes when you hit it. These things are little dry little bushes, so pretty easy to.
I'll use flurry of blows and start kicking these things.
Okay.
14.
14 hits.
8 damage.
All right. You hear a satisfying crunch sound, and it stops moving
And,
as you stomp on it.
and another 14
All right.
with 9 damage.
All right. So everything you attack, you're just destroying them as they mobbed you, and you're just like
I can verify that.
as you're getting them off you.
And that's my go.
All right, Nyhm, it is your turn.
Lovely. What's the largest thing still up?
These vine dudes. There's one like right next to you, and you have an ally within 5 feet of it in you.
And it has 0 move speed.
Mm-hmm.
So for my bonus action, I can move the sphere on top of it, and then for my action, I can make my own attack.
Okay, how big is the sphere?
5 foot.
Okay. I was about to say you might be able to get multiple guys, but I guess not.
No, for the flaming sphere, it specifies that if you use it to ram into a single target, it needs to make its saving throw, so you do actually do the damage, but the sphere stops on the creature or on the target.
Okay, so it needs to make a dex save.
Correct.
7.
That's a no. So it takes 6 fire damage from the sphere,
Okay.
and I will attack it with my rapier.
Oops, sorry.
For a dirty 20.
That hits.
Lovely. And now that is 1d8 and 4d6 sneak attack damage. $25.
All right, you cut up this blight into tiny little ribbons
Nice.
that sizzle into the sphere. At least the parts of it that are near it.
Kindling for the flame.
And that's your turn?
And, yeah, I don't think I'm going to make my movement just this time.
Okay. Hemlock.
Yes. I am they can't. Okay.
Birds are hard.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense if I continue to use the axe, but I'm not doing much, and I'm only targeting one at a time because I only have one action because I didn't choose to be a fighter this time. Anyway,
You don't have any spell slots left as well.
I also don't have any, but I do have Eldritch Blast. So
Say the
Technically,
say
fighters
the
have one
line,
action.
Bart.
Eldritch Blast.
Yay!
Remember, you also have a +1 on that too.
On attacking or Eldritch Blast?
As spell attacks only.
Oh, okay.
All right, so what do you attack? You got 3 different kinds of blights. Twig, needle, and vine. There's one vine, one left, and it seems to be trying to entangle Tim-Tam and Tim-Tam.
Okay.
Twig blights seem to be quite a nuisance for Saxton. And there are a bunch of twig blights on you.
Okay, so I can attack 2 with Eldritch Blast, and I can only attack 1 with Treebane. So I'm going to use Eldritch Blast and try to help the boys. That is I can't do math. That is a 15.
Which one are you aiming at? You aiming at the little guys? Or are you aiming at the big vine thing?
The one that's on Tim-Tam.
Okay, the big vine thing. 15 hits.
Okay. And do you want me to roll for the other one too?
Whichever you prefer.
Okay, I'll roll for the other one too. Okay, that's a 17.
All right, this is the same target? It can be.
No,
This thing hasn't been hurt yet at all until now. And you do have like 6 little bushes attacking you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna aim for one of the ones in front of me, I guess.
All right.
Okay. So that would be the one. Oh, It's a D10. Okay. That's not a 10. Shut up. Oh. Nice. Okay, so the one on me, it gets 5 points of damage, and the one on Tim-Tam gets 8.
All right, both are still up. And that is Hemlock's turn.
And and can I use a reaction, or do I have to wait?
Reactions usually due to an action being done on you.
Okay. Cool.
What
I will
what
wait.
were you thinking?
I will. It's a warding bond. I was going to cast it on Tim-Tam.
We'll say technically, the casting time is normally an action, but I know because you're special warlock, it's a reaction.
Yeah, it is a reaction.
I will say you cast it technically after your turn is over, but at the end of your turn.
Okay. Well, am I close enough to Tim-Tam to do this?
You're within 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
So as you do that, Tim-Tam, you gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and have resistance to all damage.
Okay.
It's like, what would Lilia? It's like little pink hearts, and they're like, wee, you know. That's probably what it was.
Do I feel
like
it coming from the doll you gave me?
That'd be cool.
I think warding bond would actually make more sense. That like a little heart-shaped keyhole appears on Hemlock that's glowing, and then one also appears on you, and you feel like there's a very strong connection between you two.
It's like an invisible chain, and it's got like the center of all, so it's got like vines, and it's a chain of vines connecting us.
They look a lot nicer. They aren't thorny and evil.
Yeah, they got like nice flowers on them.
Why does this feel like the one universe from Dragon Ball Super?
Because that's where Hemlock's from. A love, use the power of love to fight.
Yeah.
I knew exactly which
moron.
I knew exactly which universe you were talking about. Universe. I don't think they ever said what number universe that one was. But whatever. Anyway, so that's Hemlock's turn. Yeah, it's your turn, and then you did that as your reaction. And then it is Tim-Tam's turn.
Okay.
Tim-Tam, you have one viney boy on you.
That one's on melee?
He was within 15 feet of you, and he did the vine thing, was trying to tangle you up in it, and didn't work so well.
So, is there a way I can fire Tim-Tam at the twig things that are swarming Hemlock and not burn Hemlock?
Yes.
Or are they like on Hemlock?
They're kind of on Hemlock, but not really. So I would say could coat quite a few of them with that attack.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
First.
I'll say 4 of the 6.
Okay. So they have to roll the saving throw.
Alrighty. Your saving throw was 14?
16?
16.
Oh, wait. Oh. Spells. Yeah, 16.
Okay. Literally only one passes, and I don't think it's going to matter.
It's 2d10 fire.
Yeah.
For
pretty sure they're
10
toast.
fire.
Yep. All of them are toast. Including the one that passed. Fun fact, for all of these guys, I actually rolled their health to make them a little more variety.
I mean,
Yes.
Tim-Tam tries really hard to make a heart shape with the flames, but it's poorly made.
Oh.
So
Oh.
you will notice the intention, but it will not look like a heart.
Oh.
And I will firebolt the big guy I have in front of me.
Okay.
That's an 18 hit.
18 definitely hits.
Nice. Because I hit really hard with the cantrips. So 13 fire damage.
Okay, it is still up.
And that's my turn.
Alright. After you, it is their turns. So the needle ones that are still alive, all three of them attack Hemlock. With needles. What was your armor class again? 14?
Yes.
The lowest one was a 14 on the dice. So all
Nice.
three of them hit you with their needles.
Okay.
And you take a total of 21 piercing damage.
Okay.
As you get mowed down by needles.
And with warding bond, it says I take the same amount of damage as Tim-Tam does, right? But he
Mhm.
doesn't take my damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the one that you targeted with warding bond gains the AC and saving throw bonus and a resistance.
Okay. So the damage that he would take, I would take instead.
Yeah, it's not both. It's
Okay.
not a two-way street.
Okay,
So if
cool.
you take damage, it's not like Tim-Tam's also taking damage.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. Thank you.
But you don't take all the damage. I mean, you take the other half of the damage, right?
Yeah. So like if you take
Okay.
damage, it could split half and half between you and Hemlock.
So that's why I have resistance, because Hemlock is getting the rest.
And the tiny little bushes attack you. A dirty 20 and a nat 20.
They attack me.
Yeah, because there were 6 on you, and 4 of them got
Okay.
toasted by the turret, but the other 2 are still on you. So the nat 21 got a 62 on the table. Now let's see what that entails. It grants an ally that it can see attack against you as a reaction. So the same one that got the dirty 20 attacks again. And misses. So you take a total of 9 piercing damage, because that one was a crit.
Okay.
How's Hemlock looking?
She's fine. I mean, she's not looking great, but she's up.
All right. Okay, so the needles went. The twigs on you went. There's still technically 2 on Saxton. So I'm going to say one of the twigs attacks Saxton and another one attacks Hemlock. Or not Hemlock, Nyhm. Does a 15 hit Saxton?
It does not.
And a nat 1 against Nyhm. Lots of nat 1s tonight. 86. Ooh, boy.
At least they're not ours.
Roll one.
Okay, it kind of like flails at you and really, really fails hard. It's going to have disadvantage on its next attack next turn.
And I stab it.
Okay. Forget I said anything, it's probably dead.
19 to hit.
Yep.
And
Mike, I think
8
feeling
damage.
your anger.
8 damage definitely destroys it. And then, last but not least, is that final Vine Blight. And I think it will attack Hemlock.
That's fine.
Because you are the biggest problem. They really don't like that axe you have.
Now, does it have to move from Tim-Tam to her?
Yes,
Yeah, but it was not a melee with me.
it was kind of close to you. I would say with its move, you notice it moves very
It's Kranos.
slowly.
It's Kranos.
And it just barely reaches Hemlock with its whip attack. Fine whip.
So does it go past me with a whip attack?
No.
Damn it.
15 to hit?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, you take 9 bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled by the vine.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm not looking too good.
Until this grapple ends, you are restrained.
Cool. All right. I think D&D Beyond has a condition that is.
Yeah, it
Yep.
has all the
Yep.
tables.
Alright, and then after them, it is Saxton's turn. So Saxton, here's the roster. We got one Vine Blight that is entangling Hemlock. We got those same 3 Needle Blights that have been shooting at Hemlock. And those little Twig Blights, there's literally only 2 left. One on Hemlock and one on you.
So there is one on me?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll just stab it, get out of my way. 15 to hit,
15 hits.
7 damage.
Alright. Bye-bye. It's gone.
And I'll go after that vine that's attacking Hemlock.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 hits. As I like to think you run up and drop kick it.
Yeah.
And 10 damage.
And there's a tearing noise as it just like gets torn apart. And it's no longer restraining Hemlock as the vines around her loosen and fall to the ground.
Alright, what's still around her?
Oh yeah, you would provoke an attack of opportunity from one little Twig Blight that was attacking her. Oh wow, 21 to hit.
Holy crap.
It hits, but if I was moving up to attack, wouldn't I still have my other attacks?
Yes, but this is its reaction for you going through threatened square. Actually, no, wait, no, you have not gone through threatened square. So, sorry, evil D20. That attack doesn't count because you're moving into it. You're not moving out.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Alright, I'll attack the next one that's on her.
Okay,
17.
that hits.
8 damage.
And splat.
Anything else left on her?
I mean the Needle Blights, but they're too far away at the moment. They've been keeping their distance. And I would say at this point you've used up like all but 10 feet of your move.
I'll get between her and the Needle Blights.
Alright. After you, it is Nym's turn. All that's left are the 3 Needle Blights that are up. I would say the closest one is... what's the range in their attacks? About 15 feet away. The furthest one away from you, Nyhm, is about 40. No allies are close to these Needle Blights.
No, that's not what I was going to ask. In this particular instance, they take up their own 5-foot squares, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and they're not next to each other. They're pretty far apart from each other.
Okay. Could my flaming sphere, go over to the one that is 40 feet away from its previous position?
Yes.
'Cause it can only move 30 feet.
You moved it like, oh, well, it was like right next to you, so no.
Then the closest one.
Okay. Dex save. Yeah, 4 will definitely fail.
Indeed, it would. 8 fire damage.
Poof. Up in flames it goes.
Awesome. Then for my action, I would like to throw. Would that be enough?
So the other 2 are from your range. One is 30 feet away and the other one's 40 feet away. These are the last 2 things.
I'm going to chuck a dagger at the one that's farthest away.
Okay. Would that be a disadvantage? At 40 feet away?
The daggers are 20-60.
Yeah, then it would be a disadvantage.
Okay.
If it's past 20 feet, it's a disadvantage.
You don't have a sharpshooter, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay, that would have been
So,
21 to hit.
though you haven't moved yet, do you want to just like hop over to within 20 feet and chuck it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would work. Do you want me to re-roll for that one,
Would-
or
would-
take the first roll?
Yeah, we'll just re-roll.
Okay, just re-roll. Shit. Oh, well, that works. 22.
2?
22.
Oh, okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
Sorry, my voice is crap tonight. I apologize. So 1d4 plus 4. 7 damage.
All right. Blow off like the left shoulder of it, and its arm falls off. But it's still up.
Okay, that's my turn.
Hemlock. It is your
Yeah.
turn. You are not restrained.
Okay. And what's
2 needle
there's-
blights. One hasn't been touched yet. The other one got a throwing knife in it.
Okay. Let me see something. Are they the only ones within 5 feet of me?
They are not within 5 feet of you. They've been keeping
They're
their
not.
distance. One is 20 feet and one's 25 feet from you.
Okay.
Position, heal thyself.
That would be a good idea, huh?
If only you had spells.
Nah. Yeah. I mean, I have cure wounds at first level, so I
I
could.
was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
kill
If,
you
if
anyway.
only you have spell slots.
Yeah. That would be a good thing. Maybe not throw away my 2 spell slots at the beginning of a session. Yeah, if there's nothing near me right now and I have a moment, then I will use my first level cure wounds on myself. Not the icon of Ravenloft, but the cleric one. So I still have the icon of Ravenloft just in case anybody needs it. Okay.
You still have a spell slot?
No, it's one for the icon of Ravenloft. It doesn't take a spell slot. It is.
Oh, okay.
You could take an action to heal one creature.
That's the 3d8 one, right?
Yeah, 3d8.
Okay.
But this one is just 1d8. And I get 7 hit points back, which is better than what I had. So
It glows a bit.
well, I'm
And-
not using the icon. I'm using the thing. I'm
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah,
to use
it
the
glows with like a silvery lining, almost like the moon. and like little stars like you would see in the night sky from it float towards you and heal you. Because if you remember, it's the little statuette of the owl god that is like of night.
But I'm not using it. I'm not using it yet.
It's using a first level slot.
I'm using the only first level slot that I have for cure wounds. Magic initiative.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
really confused. I'm like, wait,
Yes.
you used your warlock spell slots and you're only a warlock, right? Anyway.
I have
Okay, never mind.
Magic initiative.
The statuette gets
And
all
then I
sad.
have the icon. Don't worry, I'll use you later.
It winks.
I just figured it's. I wink back.
And that's
Alright.
Hemlock's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. After Hemlock, it is Tim-Tam's turn.
Okay, so Tim-Tam is going to fire at the tree, the big one, the
Oh,
mummy tree.
the big tree. The white tree?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's a dex save from the tree.
It fails.
It
It's a tree.
Yeah, I assume that. 16 fire damage for the big tree.
Okay.
And I will run with my thick liquid potion in hand and cure wounds at Hemlock.
Alright, you singe the tree a little bit.
Cure wounds, here it is. Oh, 7 HP.
Yay!
It's not much, but that's something.
28.
I have
Points.
all my first level spells yet. Still. And that's my turn.
Thank you.
Okay. The last two needle blights that are alive immediately shoot at Tim-Tam. Change their focus.
80.
Okay, miss. And miss. So the needles just harmlessly hit its armor. Makes it a lot quicker. There's only 2 enemies, right? Saxton.
I'm going to bear down on them.
All right.
And
They're about 15 feet apart from each other.
Thought you were a raptor.
clever girl.
No, he's a Strig.
You think 15 feet matters to a monk?
Good point. All right, roll the hit.
17 with a sword.
That hits.
8 damage.
All right, you chop that one in half and it falls over limp.
Oh,
And I move to the other one and slash
Okay.
with a nat 20.
Hey!
Hey.
Roll me that D100. That sweet, sweet D100.
50.
Now let's play our favorite game of What's That Crit? Ah, looks like you got a 50 on our Wheel of Crits. Your staggering blow causes the target to be incapacitated till the end of your next turn. If it survives, that is. Audience laughter.
Win a new car.
Let's see. So I rolled a 10, so it takes 20.
Alright, yeah, it is. It had 4 hit points left, so it's definitely out.
So is all that's left with the big tree?
Yep, and I think that is where we'll end initiative.
Oh, I was going to punch the tree.
You go over and punch the tree?
Yes.
Alright, roll the
It's
hit.
currently on fire.
No, it just singed it.
Well, let me know when my turn in the initiative would come up because I have a plan too.
That's a dirty 20 to the tree.
Alright. You notice your punch does nothing.
Oh, so it's immune to magical attacks?
It's immune to bludgeoning, magical or otherwise.
first time.
What about with the sword?
Well, not first time, but the first time this round to play as imposter, fucking Mike follows
To be
me.
fair, you said you run up and punch it.
Attack. I normally.
What
this
kind of
first-
damage is your sword?
It was that glowing short sword.
Okay.
So
You
it's
go
piercing.
to stab with the short sword, and it does not go through. Nyhm, what were you thinking?
Immediately move that flaming sphere directly on top of the tree.
All right, roll damage.
6.
All right.
I'm just gonna.
You can tell. It's doing something.
I'm just gonna leave the sphere there. Just let it burn out the entire spell duration.
What's the duration?
1 minute.
All right. So you've already used it for 4 rounds. So roll me damage for 6 rounds.
Okay.
Does anyone else do anything during this time?
I'm gonna smack it with tree bane.
All right. Roll me 6 attacks.
Okay.
Because you only get 1 attack a round.
So even if I just kept punching this thing for 6 rounds, I'd still do no damage.
No, sorry.
Could I nibble on it, gnaw, rip the bark off, insult its mother or something?
I believe Strig, do they have an innate talent attack?
For what?
Do you have like an attack that's talons?
Oh yeah. I could
What
do
kind of
slashing.
damage does it do?
Slashing. Oh.
Okay, I will allow you, because you're a monk, that your unarmed strikes will do slashing with your talons.
Okay.
So you just
So
switch out to slashing instead of punching.
I was in
Right.
And
So
roll me 6 attacks.
For Tim-Tam, I just rolled you 6 times the fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
You want all the damage total or each round?
Since both of you guys are dex saves that I literally cannot pass ever, just roll me the damage for all 6 rounds for both of you.
58.
So
I
total.
rolled 2 nat 1s for it's an attack, unless we're not doing attacks.
Unfortunately, we are.
Yeah. But I also got a 14, a 20, a 19, and a 16.
3 of those hit.
Okay.
But before we get to those, roll me
Yeah,
2
I know.
d100s.
I know.
44 for the fire damage from Nyhm.
Ooh, okay.
57 and a 47.
Ooh, that makes it easier to remember. So the first crit fail. You trip over one of the roots of the tree, and you fall forward 15 feet and fall prone, and then you get up and you continue chopping, and then when the next crit fail happens, it was 57 and 47.
Yep.
Oh. In the process of executing your attack, you hit yourself in the stomach rather hard, and you feel a little nauseated for just a bit, and then it luckily goes away pretty quickly.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna... So
Uh,
it's 2d8 per.
Yeah, so roll
Okay.
6d8, like a fireball, but
Okay.
slashing damage.
It's time to get my calculator out.
And Saxton, what for your 6 rounds? What'd you
Still
roll? to hit?
calculating. Okay, so for 6 rounds, not using any of my monk dice with 3 attacks. That's 2 attacks and 1 bonus action.
Imagine that
Mhm.
actually happens.
125.
What?
125.
125 damage for 6 turns.
Okay, you.
That's if you hit with all of them. What'd you get to hit with those 6 attacks? Or those 18 attacks?
The lowest I rolled was a 12.
Okay, so some of those didn't hit.
So just re-roll then?
Well, this was just more at a proof point. So, Hemlock, how much did you do for damage?
38.
38. Okay. Because we're out of initiative now, so since nothing's going to stop you guys and you guys are going to keep attacking, we'll go for them. I just wanted to show how much health this thing has. So you're all wailing on it for a solid minute. I'm going to say you do like a flat 100, Saxton, just to make things easier. And this thing is still standing after you guys are just wailing out with everything you got. That includes continuous flames on top of it, a bunch of chopping with a magical axe, a bunch of slashing with your talons at its weak points on its roots. And it's still standing. But you guys have done a lot of damage to it. And after a bit more time, you eventually whittle this thing down to a stump. Just so you know, its HP was 250 and had an armor class of 15. So, slowly but surely, you guys whittle it down to 0 hit points. It's down to a stump.
So, should we go grab some wine?
Yes.
Just light the stump on and let it burn as we walk away.
How does Hemlock look?
Out of 75.
Your words.
Didn't even let her answer.
How does
I mean,
you.
the already told me it wasn't great.
Hemlock, how you looking? Kill wounds!
12 more HP.
Oh, thank you.
And I will spend... What?
What?
Come on, D&D Beyond, don't do that to me. It just gave me an error.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, I think I'm back.
So after you heal Hemlock a little bit, and you guys turn around and are like, yeah, let's go get some beers. And are leaving the grove. You see in the distance what appears to be almost like a fiery star. It seems to be coming from the northeast, flying over top of the trees, heading towards the hill. As it gets closer, you realize that it is a horse, where its mane and hooves appear to be on fire, and there appears to be a Batra riding on top of it. None other than Strahd von Zarovich himself, as it's galloping through the air, leaving a trail of fire behind it. And that's where we're ending it for tonight.
I'm sure it's fine. He will be happy.
Oh, there's also somebody on the back of the horse with him, wearing a white dress.
No.
And that's where we're ending it.
Was it the vampire that Saxton slept with?
No.
Was hoping.
Bill unsettling gets off. Hey.
No, he's not allowed to leave. And we'll do plugs to end it for tonight. So, Hemlock, what plugs you got?
Hello. I am Callie. I'm always sad. You can find me at Callie on Twitter. Boy, do I have a lot of stuff happening this weekend. But first of all, you can find me and commission me, and I will try to get the commission done as soon as possible. I was on vacation this last weekend, and so I didn't get into any commissions. Well, I'll be working on them, but I have fun. And anyway, tomorrow at 8 o'clock on Fractured Moon channel is Saffron Academy. is run by my friend Aya. Me and Scotty are in it. It's fun. I play a bunny girl. And she's currently being blackmailed. And
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
What's up with your characters?
I don't. Okay, speaking of my character, Friday is Retroverse, the dreaded time where we go into Yost's mind, and my character Lyra was a villain the whole time, and she's kind of betrayed everybody, and we'll see what she does on Friday. If she continues to betray them or she has a change of heart. And then I have a lot more of stuff, but I will just leave you with those two. And that's it for me.
Wow. Okay. Up next will be Tim-Tam.
So first Black, tomorrow me and Nyhm are playing in Jesse's friend of the cast Dark Matter game, which should be fine. I don't remember exactly what we were doing. I remember we chased a bunch of Technicolor cats around, so that was fun. And also, you should check out my Twitter. I do a lot of art. I am the artist for the Retroverse. You may have heard about that. And if you want your characters commissioned and done real quick, you should check out Scotty and Callie because they do great art super quick. So yeah, do that.
Thank you.
Wow, thanks. Saxton, do you got any plugs?
We've got a
No,
full
all
team.
good here.
All right. And Nyhm.
No plugs. Just want to apologize to everybody for the sound of my horrible voice this evening. I do apologize.
It matches with the game.
But not my tiny Jerbeen character, especially being a female.
Oh.
I don't know. You could be Dr. Girlfriend Jerbeen.
No.
Dot girlfriend Jerbeen. Anyway,
Dr. Girlfriend.
No, it's-
I guess that will end with me. Yes, I'm the DM of this show and many other shows on this channel. If you look down below, there's the YouTube playlists of all the backlogs of all of our campaigns, including past campaigns that are no longer being run. Everybody here except for Callie, aka Hemlock, was in the previous campaign that was during the Wednesday slot, To Hell We Ride, which is Descent into Avernus. So if you want to check out that adventure, which was quite an adventure, you can see that down below. My Twitter is down below my face here. And on my profile, I have my flow page that has all my social media stuff, including all of my stuff on the DMs Guild. So you should go check that out. You was mentioned about commissions. My Fiverr is also on that list. So on that note, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.